I think the console is loud. Yeah, the mic is picking it up. That's a game I've never played before, basically. I have the manual for this one. Oh yeah, I guess we'll see. Yes. It was in 1946 with Japan's defense of the Potsdam Conference ultimatum. Its call for absolute resistance, the Greater Asian War entered its final chapter. Conflict sparked by a brutal invasion came to an end after massive civilian casualties and the Soviets entry into the fray. The resulting division of the country, once called Japan by the occupying Allied forces, came to reflect the often uneasy relations that existed among those powers and gave rise to countless human tragedies. 1950s, the yearning for reunification of the North and South combined with the issue of economic disparity and the unresolved question of reparation to the continent brought the film mantle of peace. Without any formal declaration or intent, the Japan War raged for over 4 years, once again laying the archipelago to waste. This agreement at the end of those 4 years became a covert battleground of international alliances and communist power brokering, failing to provide any resolution for the strife-torn nation. So yes, this is basically Korea, but in Japan. The dream of reunification spoken on both sides of the north-south border left as a question mark, and 10 years passed. It was 1964. It will be the year that I would... Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so the console is too loud. Oh, I know why. Okay, I'll be right back. Fixed, I think. If I tell you what it was, you'd be laughing. That's fixed. So, I had to move my mic arm. Somewhere else. Because yeah, like the console vibrates the arm and do the buzzing. That's pretty much what it is. It's now the mic is on my desk instead. Greeting all, I'm Christoph Schwinger, the project leader. You are both here because you have been selected for Komitsu Industrial's test piloting program. You will be participating in the evaluation of next generation AFWs, the Southern Japanese forces. Azami von Weizsäcker. Present, we are evaluating vehicle type 1. It's a Komitsu prototype 100% made in Japan. Domestic AFW must be a solid model. Other backup models, take good care of it. Just me, alright? I'm professional. Rikyo Minakawa. Present. We'll be piloting the Type 2. This one was joint effort by Komitsu and Mie Player. Don't do anything. What I really want is to join up. No, looking at the uniform, I don't think we are playing as the good guys. Alright, Colonel, would you like to take over from me? Oh yeah, we're definitely not playing as the good guys. This guy looks Nazi. Of course. Oh, listen up, both of you. I'm Colonel Rodriguez. I'm in charge of running the squadron. We start you two off by testing the new targeting and firing system. The girls need some warming up, and we'll use a practice ammunition for the first set. Pay special attention to ammunition loading and the timing of the firing during evaluation. Immediately after the complete testing, you will take both 1 and 2 into mock combat. Our purpose is to test how well the cannons fire over different distances. Well, this is the end, but we also have a special consultant who is more qualified than anyone. Just to assist us. He's here for Liberland Komitsu Industries, German partner. Yeah, okay, yeah, German. Don't tell me more. Partner in the AFW Development Division. All yours. Thank you. You can call me Matilda. My field is AFW procurement and maintenance. Probably be seeing quite a lot of each other, but for now, that's about it. Thank you. Cover the basic navigational controls and firing techniques on the training field. Deploy when ready. The operation room. We can confirm the objective of the operation. Today both of you will be testing the... Oh. Okay, do for you, Colonel. You know the FW firing method by heart and correct? Should I? Do you read the combat manual? Colonel, I've got my hands full on adjusting this thing right now. What do you respect? What do you want? Alright, listen and listen good. FW won't fire until the load gauge is full and the fire rate goes on. Better make sure you remember that. Also remember, you drilled it into my head, I'm not mistaken. I don't get itchy trigger fingers like some rookie. Colonel, stop treating me like a newbie. Yeah? Alright then, expect good results. Don't disappoint me. Update the data. Oh, I can save the game here. Okay. Let's do it then. Let's go. Well, let's check the information first. No, okay. Let's go. Certain this, yeah. Fuji Proving Ground Weapons Hangar. Hey. Talking to me? What about you? Glad you're one of the best students at Fuji. You're ace pilot, huh? As they say. Is test pilot? What are you saying? There's a big difference between the field and testing range. Hope you're prepared to find out. In a minute you will be evaluated on your marksmanship before you start live fire practice. Let me explain a few things about FW combat. These few pieces of information could mean the difference between survival and death on the field for pilots. I hardly need to stress that for a class of overachievers like yourselves. Target acquired. Going over the day 1. Okay. Let's bring you up to date on team movement and attack procedure. Team is presented by a marker on the map. Remember that team cannot be given action commands until it is that team's turn in the rotation. When squad turn comes, we say that the squad is on hand. No need for me to repeat myself, but squadrons are not on hand, cannot be made to move or attack. Place the cursor on the team that is on hand and enter. And its allowable fields of movement and attack range are displayed. Every square is its allowable field of movement. The square indicates the attack range. But the attack range cannot be added to the field of movement. You cannot move and attack in the same turn. Oh, okay, interesting. Again, is an option only when you have an enemy team to target within range. Similarly, recovery cannot be selected unless there is damage to the FW of the soldiers. Select attack in section menu. Since attack range comes up on display, crosshair will appear on enemy teams. Within the range of attack, either to begin firing on the selected enemy team. The field starting distance is determined by how far away our teams are from enemy teams in the game plan. Attacking from adjoining square means a short starting distance, while an assault launched from a diagonally placed square comprises an intermediate starting distance. Anything greater than 2 squares translates into a long starting distance. The present attack range falls short of launching for a long-range attack. Each AFW model has a strong and a weak distance when it comes to range of attack. Knights are short range. Long range. Optimum distances become clear during combat. In FW's attack power varies radically, depending on target distance. This means that creating combat situations where each team can attack at its optimum distance is a large part of the battle strategy. That's it for the deployment and attack briefing. You need to go over this. No. Please no. Get better movement. Remember what we thought and when should be it. No one to fair is it. I have no idea what to do. Maybe I went too far. Okay, prestige sufficient, but okay. This is the amazing new models they've been talking up. There's nothing too new here. That I can see. Yeah, so I need to wait for the cannon to load. First target, take it out with care. Alright, now let's see you and Real Code try your mock combat. Roger. Okay, was it Masami? Sorry, I don't think I ever caught your full name. Name is Wei the girl. Call me Masami, okay? My Japanese name, but it just doesn't feel like it's mine. Masami is your given name, isn't it? Don't like the way it sounds. Just don't call me that. Okay, I'll go with Wei the girl. It's kind of long. Mind if I call you Wei? Mind if I call you Wei? As long as it's not Masami. I don't care what you call me. Next we look at its rotation and terrain. When the team concludes its action, the standby interval kicks in. The standby interval refers to the waiting period until the team is on hand again. How complex the action performs the longer waiting period. Compared to the possible actions, standby the spot and recuperate after a move, the simpler action is in case standby results in a shorter waiting period for the team. The time of each team's coming turn is displayed to the upper right. Circle indicates whether it's night or daytime. The upper left is information on the currently selected terrain. Then information contains terrain name, additional time value, and terrain level. Additional time value indicates terrain's surface condition. Greater the value, the longer the team's standby interval until the next turn. Terrain level refers to the elevation of the land. The view will always be restricted by the terrain at higher points where you are presently located. In other words, you will not be able to see what is on the other side of level 3, mountain from a level 1 plane. Squares that are within your range of vision appear brighter. You can access information on enemy teams located in the squares. That's everything you need to know on this subject. You need to start well, no. Why do you copy? Why him? We are in combat. What do you expect to keep up with me? I won't know that until we get there. You're more cautious than I thought. Better or not, I'm not going to attack. Oh, I don't have control. there's no reason to like give them all records. Okay, cancel my QIC. Off. This game is not too bad. Might have fun with it. And Fox has no voice acting. Right, the transmission's so stiff, it's a joke. You can run to where it is thing either. Cutting edge my butt. I should wait for the 70. Wow, you're better than I thought. I imagine them having a strong German accent, by the way. Damn, it's definitely not what I expected. I've done through much for you. I don't expect you to do it either. Alright, so that's it for today's performance evaluation. Good job, both of you. Do this again tomorrow, but with different variables. Take the vehicles into the maintenance yard. Okay. Alright. The game will be given 20 success XPs. So there is RPG element also. Rico, Weisiger, good job both of you. As the current results. I seem to have forgotten that this is an evaluation exercise. It's an opportunity to settle scores. Personal feelings are beside the point. Hey Colonel, hold on a sec. She's the one that... I will not listen to excuses. Return to your quarters, both of you, and wait for the next exercise. Expect better conduct next time. Dismissed. Yes, sir. Damn it. What the heck did they think they were doing? Nothing the matter, Colonel. Those two already damaged prototypes. But the vehicles are fine. People piloting them that need fixing. These two are threatened to add Colonel, but I noticed that your new test pilots have depth command on the machines. Very impressive. Hey, what are you doing in here? Really can't have everyone wandering into a restricted access section, you know. I apologize, sir. I have some interest in the direction the next generation IFWs are taking, you see. Oh, for what next? Public viewing? Bring me TIE standard for ground combat. At the time was a catless combat vehicle called CFW, gameplay and its ability to navigate uneven terrain. FW compensated for its significant surface area with its extreme mobility, and the straits lend themselves all too well to mountainous terrain and small landmass which characterize the Japanese landscape. Technology transfer that Japan received from Germany during their World War II alliance had given Japan enough of a knowledge base to start its own AFW development program. The result, AFWs had already become a primary offensive weapon for both the North and South at the time of the Japan War. Ported AFW models also came into use after the restoration of sovereign rule among the existing domestic models. Particular GMI Inc. of the United States, German neighbor, and Komitsu Industries of South Japan were considered to be some of the best R&D firms of AFW technology. You will not be briefed on your mission. Run over both your evaluation reports on your shooting range training. Provided some valuable information. Good work. What I handed to you, I didn't expect to be beaten. Predictable outcome, I say. Type 3 will finally be joining you today for demonstration. Type 3, I didn't see it at all during the testing. This is the top 3 is the top of the line model from Nibelheim. Other hand is development. As a matter of fact, no adjustments took longer than they expected, and it only received a go-ahead for performance evaluation today. Looks a little fragile. Looks can be deceiving. Free's assault capabilities far trained both 1 and 2s. Okay, thought. Anyway, what about our mission? Of course. Carry on, Colonel. Yes, sir. Listen up, for you. This time you had a taste of real combat. Today you and Type 3 will engage each other under combat conditions. Actual combat? Another mock-up. It's more intense. All units will be armed with training ammunition. Close combat is out of bounds in order to safeguard the vehicles. We'll be piloting Type 3. Shinji Kirishima, one of Nebelun's own pilots. Also a former Southern Japanese Forces man. Should be here by now. It's taking them so long. Colonel, Freeze already on the training field. What? Or have you prepared to deploy? Let Kirishima warm up before you. Okay, let's save. Oh, my console clock must be yeah, let's go. I'll check that after the stream. Infamous Type 3 Nebelun secret weapon. Not everything I've heard about that machine has been good. Way too much. I read from the headquarters that the model was developed specifically for use in Japan. I sincerely hope that is the case. What is it that you're afraid of? Nothing important. It's about to start. The second, we start the mock combat training. About the practice of mission. According to instructions, we'll be simulating real combat. Remember that this is strictly for training purposes. Close combat is therefore forbidden as a safety precaution. Yeah, I know. Elimination of all enemies. Destruction of Wazagers FW are going over. Day 2, 19, 10 minutes. Hey, are you Japanese? What are you talking about? I'm going to ask you again. Are you Japanese? Half German, half Japanese. Raised here in Japan. Is that Japanese to you? Don't make me laugh. A scum like you doesn't have what it takes to be Japanese. I'll prove it right here. Okay. So you want me to play a little, huh? Is the beauty, I should have. But we said no close combat. block. It stops the battle. Okay. Damn it. Direct shot from this close. You're out of your mind. Step 3 ceases fire. You know that close combat is strictly forbidden. Step 3 respond. Kirishima, this is an order. A situation. You just found the bodies of Shinji Kirishima and the 3FW technician. They've been murdered. What? Kirishima? What's going on around here? Who the heck is on Type 3? Right now. This Type 3 to copy. I'll be taking this ride back with me. Don't worry. It will be used for the common good. And the realization of a superior idea. Who the heck do you think you are? Not going anywhere. Who am I? Well, just say I'm the ghost of 10 years past. Can't leave a cutting edge craft in some amateur's hands. Make good use of it. I assure you that. 10 years passed. You are north. Damn it. Type 1 and 2. Pursue Type 3 immediately. Don't let the Northerners get a hold on the vehicle. Oops. Put me napping. There's a point blank, no warning. Like you can still move. We're going after him. Understood? I need to be told. Who is he anyway? Colonel said Northerners of Japan, you know. North Japanese? Well, I don't care who he is. I'm going to get him. Place the training ammo with the real thing right now. Well, we've got the time. I've run, sir. What, you're scared? Tell it on it, will you? Why, listen. Get hit by one of those, you die. You understand? Not an amateur. I don't get hit. Hope you know what you're doing. Hey, wait. That bastard. Call me, say something? No, come on, let's go. Last time I checked, not in any shape to give the other around here. Not taking that with you, buddy. Expect to stop me with that? If you expect me to go easy on woman, surely mistaken. I'll gladly take your FW for allegiance. For the allegiance. Get to fight back. Oscar will be your downfall. Well, too late. Damn, he's fast. Wait up, William. How do I get the terrain condition? Really, I need to move first. I've got you. That's how fast you can run after a direct hit. We cannot. Save the boosting for when we do some actual damage. You. That's a long way to go, kid. Not much time left. This is way too hard. Yeah, I think it's broken almost. How am I supposed to do anything? Why it does move fast? It's not a novice, I can tell you that. thing still has some juice left in it. Takes a better pilot than you to play with me. Try again if you manage. Survive. Yeah, of course. I think I'm dead. Like I can't do anything. What's one shot I'm supposed to do this mission this week? I do nothing because your robot is almost dead. Wow, I don't get much back. Caio, you did it. Good to see you, pilot. The Albatros is ours. Just as we have planned. This is the Albatros. Amazing. Mission was a success. It's time to reroll. Let's reroll them back. Give you a window. Good luck. In your hands. You know what's funny? Like, why did he came here? At FW. We got the superior firepower, but I like to go in the woods. It's not my way. I'm not. It's not you. I'm not. Captain, the Albatross back north. Have to make it. Sucks. As gas level is up to 2, flying skills improved. Yeah. Be on top of the FW food chain and still slow you down. Not going anywhere, near the captain. Really? I don't really know how the aiming work. Like if it's random or what. should be good. I can wait. Damn, where the heck did he go? Enemy communications called him Kaio. Where is he? Where's the girl? Return to base. We're calling off pursuit. Why? We can still catch him. Can't afford to lose another vehicle. Understand? Oh damn it. Okay. Hold on, both of you. Here are the results from this exercise. A situation. Wait in your quarters until further notice. Dismissed. Yes, sir. Colonel, wait. Wait, didn't you hear what he said? You gotta go back to our quarters. Damn. How could this happen inside South Japanese territory? What uses the border security force? Have you ever seen anyone under a prototype like that? Most of 10 years past. Crimson Phantom, no less. There's a ring of death to that name. Crimson Phantom? All the phantoms that could have reappeared. I have a bad feeling about this. The free prototype was seized by a man they called Kaio. Yu Kaioaka, the Crimson Phantom, the best FW pilot the South Japanese forces ever had. Kaio served as a military consultant for the Soviet Army during the Vietnam War. After his arrival in North Vietnam, he took part in the coup d'etat in Laos. Spent the next several years tearing through hundreds of American FWs until the fall of South Vietnamese government. What did he witness in the jungle hell of that war? What effect did exposure to such suffering have on him? What I did not know at the time was that the return of the Crimson Phantom would thrust me into the battle of my life. Divided to regions. Chapter 1. I guess we're done with the tutorial. The Ajax Type 3 is apparently on its way to the Atlantic coast. I've been designated to Experimental Unit 7. I'm personally asking you to volunteer for deployment to the no man's zone at Kujukuri. Hey, wait a sec. Why do we have to go skipping off to a demilitarized zone? Who was in charge of this NAFU, if I may ask? A lot of thought into this decision. Two are the only ones with combat experience against 3. Please, we're asking you to bring it back. I'm going. I've got a score to settle with the bastard. I see. Fujikuri? That's near the border, splitting distance to North Japan. It'll be fun. Count me in. That way or that. I myself will remain here in the south of the command post. Our communication from now on will be by radio. Rodriguez, I want you to oversee the actual mission control. Yes, sir. Current story is that your squadron will be proceeding to Fujikuri on an extended exercise. However, left-wing guerrillas or even covert northern squads could decide to interfere. Should you face any resistance, neutralize them. In possession of Type 3 and should that prove impossible, destroy it. That is all. Pursuit of Type 3 has become a priority mission, as you may have gathered. Southern Japanese military and Shanghai Inc. of America have sent us a pilot each to round out our numbers for this mission. Keiichi Kanazato here. I'm with the 5th AFW Battalion Counter Region. Been assigned to the light AFW on this mission. Kanazato, that's unusual. That's an unusual name. I've been hearing that all my life. It must be Ryoko. Nice to meet you. John Caster here. I'm a 4-leg IFW test pilot for GMI. Glad to meet you all. Alright. Infantry unit will be assembled to accompany you according to standard IFW operating procedure. But we'll need a leader, a point of contact between mission control and the front. I've given this a great deal of thought, and my decision is that Weisiger is the best person for the job. Thanks. Yes, I do have the most experience when it comes to actually taking the guy on. Congrats, Ray. Good luck. And I'm making my own luck. Troop allocation for the various teams is your job. Make sure you read through the combat manual. Find the book in the intelligence section. Oh boy. It's getting more complicated. Okay, I will do a quick break and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Formation room, you can enter formations. Yeah, let's check the manual, actually. These are both good at medium. Where's the girls better on medium and short? Who's better at I don't know what FW and SLD is. Let's check quickly. Maybe it's in the manual. Let me check. Alright, let's check the in-game manual. Which one is better at long range? Let's get a shot. They also have soldiers. Okay, this is too complicated. You know what? Let's just try. Split got the atom bomb too. Correct. That's not likely to happen again, given the current restrictions in this region. In Racine, it's the world's first nuclear payload delivered by an aircraft. The full effects of the weapon became known after World War II, when on aircraft use, the Far East came into existence. Now referred to as the Revised Air Combat Initiative or Racine. As a result, no aircraft can ever take off from or fly over the entire Far East region. nuclear weapons are almost impossible to use except as an airborne payload. That really mean the end to nuclear weapons. Waiting the agreement will mean taking on the entire international community. Not any one nation is prepared to do that. So they say. What a wasteland. No sign of human habitation. Kujukuri Beach is a no-access zone. It's on more combat than any other area, and this is the result. Looks like another planet. Only an AFW can move around these craters. That's a landing spot for American troops at one point. It was a heavy combat zone during the Great Asian War. Most of what you see here is the aftermath of the Americans' Coronet project. Remember, no offense, John, were left behind the Kujukuri in different parts of the world. Hey, no offense taken. Read too much into these things, man. Day 5, 7, 10 minutes. Before we begin the mission, I need to go over what constitutes an unoccupied terrain. Occupied terrain can be found... Oh, I forgot the timer. About 5 minutes. We found for the map. Some unoccupied terrain has recuperative properties that can help soldiers recover their strength. Squad gets its turn on one of those terrain. Soldiers in that squad particularly recover their strength. The pieces of terrain that are unoccupied that have no recuperative qualities are harbor and the prison camp. Combat strength recovery is key, so be on the lookout for this terrain. Another thing to note is that the automatic strength recovering works only for personnel. The FW won't recover from the damage unless you execute a recuperate command for it. Being in a recuperative terrain is not a license to kick back and relax. Got it? Also, when the tip concludes its action on an unoccupied terrain with a different color from that of its own, but then occupies the terrain as long as it's colored differently from the squad. Most terrain can be occupied. Lots are exceptions. They need to be destroyed, not occupied. Next, we take a look at how to procure personnel from the terrain. Occupy a terrain with a star mark in the terrain information, and new personnel can be recruited. Both sides of the star indicate the number of new soldiers availability. The large star means 2 platoons, small star 1 platoon. On the other hand, when an occupied terrain is taken over by the enemy, you lose those soldiers, unless you want to give those men away to the enemy. You need to be the first one on the scene. One more thing about the enemy occupied terrain. Even if an enemy squad finishes its action, a terrain with the same color as themselves, they won't be able to occupy it again, since it's already occupied. They won't be able to do it again. In situations like this, the star disappears only when the enemy team takes advantage of the personal occupation property. It be put when a damage squad has its turn on terrain mapped. The stars they won't be able to procure new personnel from their recruits procured through occupation tends to be a superior quality bunch. In general, it can help you shape the battle to your advantage. Saying that, it would be wise to procure as many of the start line recruits as you can. That's it for this topic. Do you need? No. Right, begin mission sequence now. Team leader confirmed. Squadron heading this way. Alright, all units spread out and be ready to engage. First you take 3 after we deal with this bunch. Okay. Whatever you say. Okay, so I can't even play this game with the joystick, it's D-pad only. That's funny. I can rush town, I guess. I have no idea. Yeah, 60s were white. You haven't lost anyone. Combat, it's been a while. Call me a warmonger if you want, but I'm kind of psyched. Mazami Van, forget it, it's way too hard to remember. Mind if I just call you Mazami? Crap, bunch of blockheads. Not even worth explaining again. Just call me whatever the heck you want and get it over with. I want it to be all stiff and formal, right? You can call me John. Whatever. Anyway, the first street combat. Oh, wait, you've had one, haven't you? Talk about me. I know what I'm doing. But no worries. I don't bite off more than you can chew. Know what I'm saying? No. Why don't you explain it to me? I'm just saying, if you're in trouble, don't be shy about letting the rest us know. Not putting you down or anything. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Know that, alright? I just realized I don't control the soldiers. Like they do whatever they want. I have to finish the mission for stopping the stream. Can save during the mission, I don't think. Leader, enemy backup squadron sighted. Backup. It isn't Kyle. Government pigs are coming. Come on, we've got to go after them too. Unfamiliar looking AFW. Why did those government fools start now? I can finish him, I think. Of max. Team attack quickfire cannot be used. Okay, cool. Dan, forget this guerrilla rabble. Where did Kyo go? Okay, so this guy is short. Okay, I just realized F is front, R is rear and O is offensive. Probably on the... okay. Understand now. Yeah, I think I need to get as close as possible to this guy. Or not. Yeah, I don't understand like the grind units, what they give exactly. Thai government guerrillas. These people were recruited by the North Japanese. not destroyed yet. Yeah. Yeah, I've lost some soldiers. Some medics, even. Okay. Alchemy squad supply. Kills now. Wire fast prep. I've lost soldiers, I think. Yeah, 65. Oh, you're good at long range. So who's good again that... Okay, yeah, it's you. No short range guy. Oh. Run on pigs. I think you can get rid of. That's too easy. Take this. Damn, more troopers. There's the wind over the sun. Yeah. Let's do this. I want to check what if I select stop. Let me check the manual quickly. I want to know. Because like this battle will last forever, I think. I want to stop the stream. I think there's a way to save during a button. Can find it. Page 15. Page 18, let's see. Valor doesn't say, I think. Yeah, the manual just doesn't say. Well, I'm not that far into this scenario, so let's see. Oh, okay. Well. Thank you, too. Okay, I'll come back to this game tomorrow. But yeah, have a good night. Take care. See you tomorrow.